The French have this expression, this concept of transfuge de classe or class defector. French have this expression, this concept of transfuge de classe or class defector. This designates people who are born into a certain social class, usually a lower social class, and either through education or because they manage to come into money, they achieve social mobility, and so they move upwards in the class system. They are part then of an upper class. The problem is that these people, they often find themselves not belonging to either world. They no longer belong to the class where they came from because their material circumstances have improved. Perhaps they have different interests, they have different conversations, they have different ways of behaving. But also that doesn't mean that they belong to the class that they entered, because a lot of the social codes of this new class are not innate. And lots of people learn them from childhood, and if you go into a certain social class, you haven't actually learned the social codes that go with it, and so there is often awkwardness. And I think this is really well explained in My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I've just finished reading the third novel, which is called Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay, and I think this is very clear there. One of the characters is from a very poor neighborhood in Naples, but she manages to get a very good education, and she eventually marries a university lecturer who comes from a very bourgeois upper class family. And she struggles because on one hand, she no longer belongs to the poor neighborhood where she comes from, but she also struggles to absorb the behaviors and especially the confidence that comes from being a woman in these upper class circles. And I think Ferrante manages that so perfectly. It's so well done. And again, as I said in a previous reel, it is sociological.